If you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or practitioner, why does consulting not work for you sometimes? And why is this important? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. So there's actually quite a few reasons why consulting doesn't work. And so one of the reasons that you're going to find is no clear scope of work. So what happens is, this is the way it's supposed to work, is you have a conversation with an expert or a pro, and they ask you questions, and they say, tell me about the problems that you're having. Tell me about the challenges. Tell me about what you've done to try to solve this. And it's an interview process, right? And then the consultant says, hey, here's what we're going to do to fix that. And then they go, it's a sum of money, 20 grand, 30 grand, 40, 50 grand, whatever the number happens to be. And then, so like in your mind, you may say like, well, what is it that I'm getting for my money? What is it at the end of the day that you're getting consulting? Well, realistically, there should be some sort of scope of what they're willing to do. And in that scope explains, hey, here's some things that could happen. Now, does it mean you're going to have success? No, because no consultant has 100% success rate. Sometimes what they teach fails. Sometimes what they're doing doesn't work. That's why in business, they call it a practice. Right? I don't have a 100% track record. There's no way to possibly have that. I've got really good track record, but I don't have a 100% track record. Right? I can't claim to, because that wouldn't be the truth. So when I sit down with people and say, hey, here's how we can work together. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to change. These are the types of time frames that you're looking at. Like, this is what it's going to take to get a response from me. This is my service level agreement. This is how I'm going to interact. And sometimes people will say, hey, I don't like this, or I don't like that. We have a conversation about it. But one of the reasons why consulting doesn't work is you don't know the outcome that you're trying to achieve. And the only way that you're going to get that is to have some sort of scope of work conversation. And then, hey, here's the outcome that we're trying to get to. Without that, I'm going to share something with you. You're probably not going to have success, because nobody knows what the measuring stick is. Nobody knows at the end of the day, how do we take a look at this and go, this was a good idea or a bad idea? How do we take a look at this and figure out what the situation is? And the thing is, you can't. So a clear scope of work really is to your benefit. Now, here's the thing. If you want to sell your business in the next 2 to 3 years and you're looking for some help or some general consulting, you should reach out to the Deal Hotline, 888-DEAL-919, 888-DEAL-919, and a member of my team will get back to you. No deal is too big. All right. So, hey, Scott, what's the antidote for this? Well, you know what? You're going to build your own wish list. Right? Now, here's the thing. Just because you write it doesn't mean that that's the direction that the consultant or the person who's helping you is going to take. You could say, hey, I want to double my business, and I want to do it through these 4 ways. They may look at it and go, hey, I've tried 3 of these, and I'm going to share with you, they're not the best opportunity or solution for you. There's 3 other ways. So sometimes a consultant, their job is to give you information, ideas, concepts, and strategies that you don't know how to implement, or people to talk to. So the mistake is thinking, hey, I have an idea of what we're going to do from here, and this is what I want to have done. Well, at that point, you don't need a consultant. You need an employee. You need somebody who you go to them and like, I'm going to give you this directive, and these are the things that I want you to do. A consultant's going to say, hey, listen, I have this idea, this concept, this strategy based upon what you shared with me. You gave me some diagnostic information, and here's my prescription to fix it. And I was able to figure out what we can and can't do from here. And so when I hear complaints from business owners, entrepreneurs, practitioners, and marketers, and like, I've tried consulting before and it didn't work. Like, okay, well, what was the end result that you were trying to get? And it's a general answer and it's not specific. They can't do it. And sometimes for me, I have to turn down work, because I'll ask a question like, hey, what do you want to do? And someone will say, I want to take my business and I want 100 times it. Okay, that's possible. 100% possible. It can be done. But sometimes I have to explain in the time frame that you want, like that's not normal. And I don't want to give you something and give you a promise that I can't keep. Can we work towards it? Absolutely. But the time frame that you're given, it's going to take more than what you're expecting, right? Or you're going to have to change out your entire team, or you're going to have to borrow an entire team, or you're going to have to change an entire business segment. Sometimes coaching and consulting does not work, because there's no clear expectations, there's no clear outcome. And you do absolutely 100% need to know both of those, because those are your coordinates. Those are 2 sections on a map that tell you what's the outcome that you want and what is the problem that you're having. How do we fix it? You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.